What's going on, everybody on YouTube's SVT Vasquez, back at it with another video, back at it with another banger, man. In this video, we're going to be talking about the do's and don'ts about your GI Bill. Let's start the show. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, let's get right into it. I'm going to be discussing the GI Bill with you guys as I clean my weapons. So I took this to the range the other day, and as you guys know, when you shoot your weapon, you got to clean your weapon. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this while I talk to you guys. Alright guys, so first things first with your GI Bill. I know the most important things to you guys when using your GI Bill, obviously, is getting paid. So for those of you who don't know, if you served in the military, you actually get paid to go to college. And it's not an unlimited payment, it actually is a set amount. So the first part I was wondering about when I was using my GI Bill is, when do you get paid? So the first part is your payments don't start until you complete your first month at the school. So it's not like being in the military where you get paid every 1st and the 15th. You get paid at the end of the month for the whole month. So it's not split up into payments. For example, if in your area you're getting paid for let's say $2,000, you don't get half of it the 1st and half of it the 15th. You'll get all of it after you complete the first month, and you'll receive it on the 1st. In the military, you get paid out of the area you're stationed at, not your home of residence. But the GI Bill is actually kind of the same. It's not where you live, but where you attend school. For example, if I were to go to school locally and I only got $3,000, but I went across the bridge and I went to San Francisco, I would get around $4,000. So you got to check around what's in your area. If the commute's only 20 minutes away for a school that's going to pay you more, or if you're close enough to get a little bit of more money, you got to take that into consideration. But obviously pick a good school to go to. Also, the payments for the classes, they come out of the VA themselves. It doesn't come out of your income, so you don't have to worry about the school payments. The VA pays for the school itself, and then your check goes all to you. So you don't have to set aside money for paying the classes, unless you're failing classes. Your VA is not going to cover you if you're not getting good grades. I believe there's a certain GPA you have to maintain to actually get these VA benefits. So you can't just sign up for school and slack off. You actually have to try and maintain your GPA. Another thing that I experienced when I first started going to college is, I thought, hey, I'm getting paid for classes, why don't I just take some random classes to just receive a paycheck? It doesn't matter, I'm a Spanish speaker, I could take Spanish, get an easy A, and get paid for it. But the thing about that is, you're actually gonna waste your GI Bill on classes that you don't need, when you should be spending it on classes you do need. So don't just go ahead and take random classes because it's easy. Don't take Spanish just to get a paycheck. If you're gonna pursue a career using Spanish, go ahead, but don't just take a class because it's easy. Take it because you need it in your career. And that brings me to my next point. So I have a few friends that actually were in the military, were stationed with me, and had the same job that I had, which I was a corpsman. For you guys that weren't in the Navy or in the Marines, that would be a medic. So I was in the medical field, so now I'm pursuing a career in nursing. I'm currently in school trying to pursue my associates. I have 2 more classes left and I'll be able to get into a nursing program. With that being said, I work with a few people that didn't have the benefits of somebody guiding them through their career after the military, and that's what brings me to making this video. I work in a security job right now. It's just something to pay the bills while I'm going to school. I always like to have a plan B. I don't like to sit around and wait for a paycheck to come. If there's work that needs to be done and I could get paid for it, I'd rather be doing it. So with that being said, a couple of people on my command, one became a doctor. I have a friend from boot camp that is pursuing his PhD in physics. And so just because you're a veteran doesn't mean you can't pursue one of these high careers. Me myself, I don't want that responsibility where I'm gonna be away from my family for too long, and I still want to be able to provide. So nursing, it's kind of that middle ground. It's not quite a doctor and it's not quite a medical assistant. It's just in the middle, so you do enough work to come home and be able to provide for your family, and that's good enough for me. I'll be able to make money in other ways on future financial decisions that I make, and I'm already planning for that. So when you go to school, don't just pursue a education and something that's easy. Like I mentioned in the beginning, I know a couple of veterans that work with me that are stuck doing security for the rest of their lives, that went and got jobs that they weren't really passionate about. They got art degrees, they got business degrees, maybe even criminal justice degrees. And that's fine if you want to be a lawyer. I've met a lawyer in my line of work that was actually a Marine before. So if you're actually going to pursue the job and stick to it, then go ahead, take those classes, do what you got to do. But what really gets to me is when you see people that serve their country and they're stuck doing security work for the rest of their life, and they used up their GI Bill and they didn't use it the right way. And a lot of people also, for example, they take that money and just buy a new car, buy random stuff. Like I've bought in things that make me happy, but at the same time I invest in myself. With some of the money that I got from my GI Bill, I bought, I paid my way through getting my security license, getting my gun permit, getting my CPR, OC, baton, all that stuff. So it made me more qualified to be able to get a higher paying security job. And this job does pay pretty well, but a lot of people would get this job and then just be fine with that and get complacent with this job that I currently have, because it's not a bad job. It's decent work, decent pay, and if you want overtime, there's overtime, but I want more than that for me. I want more than that for my family. So between shifts, I'm still going to class, I'm still pursuing my career, and that's what I want to pass on to anybody that's willing to watch this video. I want to say, don't just waste your degree on any simple classes that you think you just want to get that paycheck. You just want to get good enough classes to receive the paycheck and then go on with your life doing whatever you want to do. Because at the end of the day, this is one of the best benefits that we get as veterans, is the opportunity to go to college and get paid for it. And all that time that you spent in the military, don't let it go to waste just by throwing that away. And the last thing I'm gonna leave you guys with is invest in yourself. Make sure you have a plan B, because if school doesn't work out, or if you run out of GI Bill and you need to fund the rest of your classes, you're gonna want to invest in yourself. If that's like me, getting a security job, getting your certs to get a security job that pays well, or you could be a truck driver. If you don't have a family and you like being alone, you don't mind being alone, you could get a truck driver license and do that. That's not a bad gig. That's something I was considering if I didn't get this position as security. There's a bunch of stuff you could do. I also have a video of me breaking down the critical test, which is your dispatcher for police test, and I was considering that too, but because it didn't fit my school schedule, I had to stop pursuing that. But that's an option for you guys if you don't want to exactly go to school yet. You have 10 years before you have to use your GI Bill, so you got a little bit of time to think about what you want to do. And with that being said, the last thing I'm gonna leave you guys with is, if you don't know what you want to do in your career, get your general education out of the way. Just get those classes done and then figure something out. Work whatever you gotta work, have fun, spend time with your family, and then decide later. You don't exactly have to do it right away, but make sure you have a plan in place before your GI Bill expires, because like I said, that's one of the best things that the military actually offers, and you have to take advantage of that. So that's all I'm gonna leave you guys with. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below, hit that like button for your veterans, and subscribe. See you guys on the next one. Peace.
I'm just all about this money, I don't think about no thighs. Girl, you don't know about me, so get off my fucking D. Born and raised in the thigh, this is real as you gon' see. Girl, you don't know about me, so get off my fucking D.